Week 6, well, that's over and done with. And thank God, because it was pretty tough for me, Johnny Greene, as I'm sure it was for a lot of you out there. But we're moving on to Week 7, baby.
Mean Johnny Greene, he's really, really mean. Mean Johnny Greene, did we mention that he's mean?
I told you not to pick that dude, but his team, well, they suck. His arm's more suited for flipping burgers. You picked a Browns player? You're an idiot. For Week 7 buys, you're going to have to replace some key fantasy starters from Detroit, Houston, Indy, and New York's Gang Green. Let's jump right into the quarterbacks. I've got a couple of solid but unspectacular options to help you replace Peyton Manning, Mark Sanchez, or Matt Schaub. I like Josh Freeman at home versus St. Louis, and I'm also big on Matt Castle at home versus Jacksonville. Both of those are favorable matchups, and while they won't put up huge numbers, they won't kill you either. At the running back position in Week 7, Beast Mode has returned. Marshawn Lynch takes on Arizona, and he'll get plenty of looks in Seattle. I'd expect him to score at least 1 touchdown, maybe even 2 for you. I also like Ryan Matthews at home versus New England. With tight end Antonio Gates' ankle injury, I expect Matthews to be the workhorse back for San Diego. At the wide receiver position, I like 2 blasts from the past. I like Deion Branch at San Diego. This guy's value is way up. It's almost like he never left New England. I also like Lance Moore at home versus Cleveland. He has been the most productive New Orleans wide receiver, and I look for that to continue this week. Who cares if tight end Anthony Fasano is a Jersey meathead? Pittsburgh rolls into town, and that means a heavy pass rush. The only way to beat the pass rush is short, quick dump-off passes. He'll also get plenty of red zone looks as well.
This situation is going to be indescribable. You can't even describe the situation that you're about to get into the situation.
Moving along to defense. Buffalo is back on the schedule, and they take on Baltimore. Poor, pitiful Buffalo. I also like Kansas City at home versus Jacksonville. The trip to Arrowhead after a short week of practice is not a recipe for success. That covers it for the guys we like in Week 7. Let's talk about my specialty, the guys we dislike in Week 7. Chair, please. At the quarterback position, I'm not too high on Kevin Cobb at Tennessee. Tennessee barely broke a sweat against Jacksonville on Monday night, and Cobb has to deal with Deshaun Jackson's injury and the possible chance that Michael Vick returns to the lineup. I'd look elsewhere if I were you. At running back, D'Angelo Williams at San Francisco is a play I wouldn't want to make if I were you. Matt Moore is the starting quarterback again, but everyone knows Carolina loves to run the football, and he'll remain the focus of San Francisco's efforts. At the wide receiver position, Roy Williams takes on the G-Men. How in the hell does Stonehands already have 5 touchdown grabs? There is no way he'll keep this up. With all the injuries and buys at the tight end position right now, that position is very slim, just like Jermaine Gresham's production. He's averaging only 31 yards a game, and I don't see it getting any better anytime soon. Let's talk about defense. Minnesota travels to Green Bay. Minnesota's somehow 5th overall in defense, but I don't get it. They just don't seem to be the same team. This division rivalry will bring out the best or worst in them. Alright, to finish this off, Glenda in Franklin writes, Mean Johnny Greene, I would like to meet you sometime. My friends tell me I have a great personality. Interested? Well, Glenda, maybe. Send in some photos, your measurements, any questions or comments to meanjohnnygreen@gmail.com. Otherwise, just check out my Week 7 updated rankings at 96.3jackfm.com. I'm Mean Johnny Greene, urging you to live the fantasy.